Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Yesterday, when I brought you this particular blog, I listened to it last night, and I don't think I stressed enough on the fear that this young mom felt when she was at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. I don't think I paid enough attention to it, but when I spoke to her and I spoke to her mom, you can hear her voice shaking, and you can hear that she's not going to be doing well about what happened to her. The experience she had at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, it has left a mark on her, okay? So I was thinking about calling the mom, not her, but calling the mom and talking to the mom about her maybe getting counseling. I don't know if it's something that they thought about or if it's something they can afford, but I feel as though if it were my daughter, yeah, I would have to come out of pocket to get some counseling for her. But the young girl, she felt as though she was going to die, and she felt as though the workers, the employees, staff at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital didn't care one bit about her. When she cried out to them, they were like, well, we have reports to do, we have other things to do. You're just like, you just have to push that baby out. When you feel anything happening, just push. And they just walked away from her. And because of her age, she's not underage or anything like that, but because she's young, it was her first pregnancy, she felt as though they didn't care if she survived it, and she felt as though she was going to die. She didn't know anything about pain and what you experience, because a stillbirth is more pain than a live birth, because a live birth, the baby helps you. The baby's trying to get out. The baby is alive and wiggling, and it's trying to see the light. It sees the tunnel now, and it's trying to get out. So you get some help from a live baby, but from something that has expired inside of you, it's just like dead weight. That's all on your body. That's all on her and her body to push it out. And I don't think I gave that part of the blog yesterday. I guess I didn't want to. I probably didn't want to, but I listened last night and I felt as though I should do a part two and talk to you about what she left within me, what I took from her. The young girl, the young mother felt as though she was going to die. She felt as though, had she died, they would just have maybe called her mother, maybe, and just, have her there. She didn't move from where she was to the maternity ward. It was just as though she was like nothing. I'm telling you what she told me, and I'm giving you her feelings. She felt as though they saw her as nothing, and that they just left her to die. That's how she felt. They just left her to die. And she felt from all the pain that she was experiencing that she was going to die. Do you know what it is to be in that kind of state, and there are people around you and they just behave as though they don't care? There are people now around you. She's hearing noises, everything is happening around her. There are people there. And she's crying out. She's in pain. And no one cares. No one. I keep telling people it's the loneliest feeling in the world when you have people around you and you're so unhappy. You feel so alone. And they're people. It's not as though you're in a desert. It's not as though you fell into a well. It's not as though you are in a boat adrift somewhere and all you can see is water. No. You are right there in the smack of what's going on. People around you, you can hear, you can smell, you can see, and you feel totally alone. You feel totally sad. That's what she imparted to me, her fear and how she thought she was going to die. And then to leave the hospital with no documentation. Well, here's some paperwork saying you had a baby, here's when to come back to pick up the baby, or don't worry, we'll take care of it, we'll take care of a baby, or these, nothing. She left the hospital with nothing to show that she had given birth. Yeah, she's not doing well, and she's very sad. And the fact that she felt as though she came that close to, she felt as though she was going to die. This is how she felt. Whether you may have gone through bad births and survived it, and know, and you can say, well, oh, that's, just, childbirth, and people, I was talking to someone last night, and they were talking about, the Bible comes up every now and again. Yeah, all that can come up. But when you are in the grip of pain, and when you are in the grip of fear, pain and fear, that combination is not good. It's not good. So I am actually going to call her mom. I made sure, this is really early, I'm up early, but I'm going to wait around 9, 10-ish, and I'm going to place a call to her mom. We're going to talk. I'm going to talk because it rested on me. I slept with this last night. This rested on me, how afraid she was, and the fact that she thought that she was going to die, and there are people around her. There are people all around moving back and forth, and no one cared. No one cared. I wanted to do a part 2 to address that. What it is to be in a room or in a building full of people, and you feel totally alone, and no one cares. No one cares. Let's hope she works to get her baby back so she can cremate the remains and have closure in this matter, and hoping that the mom will understand the importance. Therapy, going to a therapist, going and sitting in a chair and talking is very important. Don't poo-poo it. It's very important. Even if you're sitting in the chair and talking to a friend, your mom, a school teacher, someone you respected, but it is very important to be able to talk. It's information. It's information. It's important to get it out. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.